Hello, 'tis me. Do you remember what I look like? Work is going really well, so that's good. And to be fair, Chris is doing really well without adult supervision, so I'm quite proud of him. This week we show you he tackles some more stuff in the upstairs ensuite, and I do manage to actually get some plastering done in the downstairs toilet. Not a lot, but there you go. As a complete aside, this week, if you can tell by the clothes how cold the weather is, it has been raining all week. And Dover was desperate for a bath, so I took him down to the dog groomers. The dog groomer asked me to stay, just because it was Dover's first time there, and he's such a big dog in case... I don't know why. He asked me to stay, so I did. Took an hour to wash and dry my dog. And for 1 hour, my dog made the most ridiculous noises. Not quite crying, but just telling the world he wasn't impressed. I did take a little bit of video, and we'll put it in just to show you. It's quite funny, to be fair. Not a lot else, I'm afraid, but enjoy. If you do, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, comment away, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.
Hello. Right, another task. I'm just looking around. Okay, I've got to get the wiring set up for this bathroom. We're intending to plasterboard in the next couple of days, when Lillian's wanting to do it when she comes home from work, and obviously I can't do it on my own. So the wiring is all basically mapped out. I just need to join up in a couple of places. So I've done these. These are for going into the bathroom, sorry. When I had this place wired, these were spare intentionally, because we didn't know if we was definitely going to be having a bathroom in here, but we wanted one, so we prepared for either eventuality. So I still need to mount the cable to go up here. I'll get the trunk in for that, and then we'll be having a waterproof junction box here. It's not necessary, I don't believe, but it means that it'll be surface mounted and secure. I also need to cut this extractor pipe down, because we'll be having an extractor up here with a timer. This black flex here comes from the switch to the other side, and these white flexes here are for the spotlights that are going to be going down. And we're not 100% sure on the exact position, so I've left myself plenty of flex for where we want them. So I've just got to do that, and then once the junction box is in place, and then just run the wire with the conduit, and then it's good to go. Okay, I've gone as far as I can with the elastic trickery. So as I said earlier, this is still not connected. This is the feed from the fuse board. It's not connected. That's the wires to feed the bathroom. Again, not connected. I've now fitted conduit, as you can see. Okay, this wire is going to be for the extractor. The reason why there's red tape there, I don't know if you can see it very well there, is because that's permanent live. Now the extractor is double insulated. It doesn't require an earth, which is fortunate. So I'm actually utilising the earth cable that's in there, and then coated it red. It should be brown, or sleeved brown to denote live. I've done it as red as permanent live, so that's gonna be okay, because everybody knows red's live. It's historical colour, even if it's not used now. So, hang on, let me get there. There, that is the switched live. That comes from the switch, and that'll activate the lights and the switched part of the extractor. Shared neutral, and just there, if you can see, I'm not sure, it's so dark, is the permanent live. Now the permanent live also feeds this one, which is for the timing functions and everything like that for the extractor, and goes to the switch. Now you can see earth wires up there. They're not going to anything. Nothing needs an earth, but they are there for such time as anything may in the future. Hello, 'tis me, Brintel. Okay, Lily's at work. We had a rubbish start to the morning, weather-wise only. Absolutely chucking it down, but there was a really nice rainbow. Unfortunately, it was not deep enough of colour for the camera to pick it up. Right, Lily got back from work late yesterday, to the point of by the time she got changed and had something to eat, and we had a quick 10 minutes natter and she had a bit of a sit down, it was too dark in here. We don't have the necessary lighting in here to be working in this bathroom area, and obviously that's not all going to be connected up yet. So it's down to doing what we can while we've got natural daylight coming in. And this time of year and the clock's changing, it gets darker earlier. Well. Anyway, I've got the extractor fan. I brought that upstairs from out of the store cupboard that we're keeping bits in. Remeasured the tunnel of that, and it's 10 centimetres long. The gap that we actually have to work with is 14 centimetres, which doesn't sound too bad, but I still need to cut the tube down. And then I need to be able to connect the two pieces together. Oh dear, that didn't work out very well. I tried with a hacksaw, and there isn't enough room with where I need to cut it, so got the little Dremel out. I don't want to use the angle grinder. I don't really fancy using that on my own at height and at a bit of a stretch, so I use the Dremel. Yeah. The last time I used this Dremel was on a piece of stainless steel, and it didn't work out very well. The blade, the disc wore down before it actually made a cut. I'm hoping with this just being thin galvanised steel, it'll go through it okay. So we'll see. I'll try that. Well, that's a blooming mission. I've cut it very badly. Fortunately, there's still enough material left. I got through 3 of the Dremel cutting blades to get so far, and I ended up having to finish it off with a hacksaw. I couldn't get the hacksaw in properly to start with, but luckily we have a Dremel, and that is what's left of the last cutting blade. I'd say there's nothing. Right. So let's see how it all fits together now with the flexi tube. As I say, I've cut it as tight as I possibly can to do it. I'll use self-tapping screws to screw into the metal to obviously secure everything, and then I'll tape around it to cover any air gaps. But yeah, that was a problem. Right, I think I'll have to change my name to Bodget and Scarpa Incorporated. Okay, so the tube I've got is 100mm. I thought that there'll be enough on the extending tube to go on the outside of it, and there isn't. I've had a test fit, and that's why it's a bit of a mess on the extractor, but it fits lovely on the extractor, and that's 100mm. Go figure. So what I need to do is have some of this tube and then cut short. Bear with me. And use this adapter ring. Now, this is 100mm, that's 110, that's 125, and so on. So I actually need to cut this ring down so that the That's the first one, that's 100mm. I've checked and the flexi pipe fits around it, which is brilliant. And this one I'm going to use as a converter. Now there isn't enough room to leave the rest of it intact, so I'm going to cut it off here and then work with that, because that will work. I've tried it from the inside. So here we go again. I'll try and get this to work, and if it does work and fit, I'll show you the result. If you don't see it, then you know it didn't work. Look at the little man. Oh, he's a very tired little boy. The phrase "let sleeping dogs lie." There's the poke with a pet stone for some reason. And there's Kai. Loki, why have you got a stone? What's this all about? You don't need stones. Okay, right. I'll get back to my thing. You gonna lay down, Poke? Dover? You gonna lay down? You about to sleep? Good boy. Yeah. There they are. Oh dear. It's a hard life being a Loki, isn't it? And the Kai. And the Dover with itchies. Yes. And that's it. These dogs for a little bit longer. Good dogs. And they're quite happy just doing their own thing. Look at that. Me and my mate. Yeah. Oh. Now if we leave them locked up, Dover freaks out. He really doesn't like it. But leave him outside like this, he's more than happy to just do his own thing. Doesn't like being locked up. Go me! Flipping awesome! Ha! It worked! So, that's the plastic ring that I'd cut down. And this is the other stuff, and I'll just twist it off. And that's it. It just needs cutting to the right length now. Brilliant! I'm not as useless as I thought. Rightio. Just had a phone call from the plumber. He's coming in a few days. Oh, better get a riddle on. So, what I've done is I've gone into the dark. Went over to the dark side. Right, I've cut the two pieces of metal for mounting on this wall. These are the ceiling pieces. They're thin on this edge and wide on that edge. Now they're actually designed to have the plasterboard fitted on this side. Unfortunately, that's not possible for us, so we're going to have to do it there. And this edge is actually the same as a normal side anyway. And they've got the strength because they're turned on the inside. So this one's going against the beam. Because the beam's nice and straight. Now, I've decided to use a broader one, this sort, which is actually a C-channel. For the far wall, because the wall is so uneven, we just need a large area to put it onto. It's very strong still, and that's fine. It's only literally just to hold the board against the wall anyway. The main weight of the board will be held by the beams, so that's also not going to be a problem. Well, that kind of turned into a mission, and a painful one at that. Okay, so I got this one done, just here, and I got that one done as well, eventually. Now, The issue was, on the wooden side, not an issue. Not an issue at all. Just went perfect. Easy, I thought. Brilliant. Came to the rock wall one, and then started the fun, the games, and the joyful jolliment that is hitting my finger with a hammer, and I've made it go black. It kind of hurts. That was about half an hour ago, and it still hurts. I reckon I must have hurt it a bit more. But it's my special finger. If I'm going to hurt a finger, it's that one. Yeah, there is a story regarding that finger. But I might save that for another day. Needless to say, if the infection that the finger got didn't go away, I was going to lop it off. I was going to lop it off at the knuckle there, and I said, no, get rid of the rest of it. I don't want it in the bloody way. Flipping crazy people. Who wants a stump at the end of their hand? Nobody. It gets in the way. I've seen people struggle with them before. It's a nightmare. Lose a lot. Anyway, I'm digressing. So I made the holes using the same connection, like roll plug things that I've used in other places on this particular project. Unfortunately, I must have found every single wear on that rock wall, should I say, in the 3 holes that I made, that I needed, where there wasn't anything solid. It was just the soily stuff. So I tried roll plugs, and they didn't work. So I went the next size up roll plug and tried to hammer it in, hence hitting my finger. That didn't work. Ultimately, I used these anchor bolts. I had to make the holes bigger, obviously, to get these in. And these are a 12mm needing 12mm hole. Pardon me. So it's gone perfect with that. I wish I'd used that in the first place, and I think when I'm doing the next lot, which will be going up this wall here, I may use these as well. I think I've got 4 left. I bought a pack for another job.
Here we go again. Manual work time now.
Yes.
So we taped the joints in here before, and I am now going to have a go at plastering them, and obviously the screw heads as well. It's either going to be spot on and beautiful or something rustico. Happy with either, as long as it works.
Yes.
What I've got to think about whilst I'm doing that is what I'm going to do with this outside edge. Just to have to finish this. Don't know. Well, this is the stuff I've got.
It's like a jelly.
Smells like PVA glue. It smells lovely.
Is it? Have we bought the correct stuff?
Yeah. Specifically for joints. It says so.
Okay.
Pasta of joints. Ready to use.
Okay. So, after watching numerous videos on how best to do this, Lillian's having a go.
It's quite nice stuff to use. It's plasticky.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have started on one that... When you're in this room and sat on the toilet, that's the one you're going to see the most. Maybe I should have started on one you're not going to see so well. Hey.
Maybe so. Maybe so. So, this is your interpretation of what you've learned.
Yes, it is. Somebody somewhere will be watching this going, no, don't do it like that. Too late.
How's it going, Tiger?
Roly-poly.
Roly-poly? Oh, I like roly-poly. The special
roly-poly?
Custard.
I thought you were going to go roly-poly only.
No.
Oh dear.
So,
It's okay. That one's nice.
okay.
You've got to go down, and you go across, and then you get a score, and then you play with it, and then...
Oh. Well, rather you than me, you have more patience than I do.
Yes, have to. Look at you.
Right. And on that note, I'm going to leave you to it.